Right. We're live, baby. Hell yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, degenerates of all ages, welcome to another edition of that Fuzzing Rock Show. Thursday evenings as we do it always. Where is everybody? Call your friends, call your loved ones. Let them know what's going on. We're on. We're live. We're going to be joined by Vegas in about an hour. We're going to be talking about the Precious Souls event we got coming up this coming Saturday. It is a venue change. It is now at Empire Live instead of Make Your Mark Tattoo. Make Your Mark is going through some renovations right now. So we had to move it to Empire, which is we're going to adjust and deal the best we can. All right. But we're going to be doing that live broadcast. We're going to be doing the auctions. There's going to be giveaways. There's going to be ball busting. Valeni promised it. So it's going to be there for sure. So hell yeah, guys. All right. So we're going to start off with what you see on your screen right now, which is the newest edition, issue number 2, book number 3, issue number 2 of the Chronicles of Fuzz. Speaking of Valeni, there he is on the cover. Him and Clint and me and the Cardinal. Little throwback to Dio there. Little homage, if you will. We have them in hand, guys. They're back from the printers. We have them in hand. I will have very limited supplies on Saturday. So get with me on that and make it happen for sure. Be a good day, good time. Oh, look who it is. Broke Arm Mountain. Broke Wrist Mountain. Oh, that sucks. I'm so sorry to hear that. That was horrific looking, by the way. If nobody's told you that yet. Horrific looking. I mean, I still don't like you, but whatever, it is what it is, you know. All right. We'll get over that. So I just noticed something today. I'm sitting here. Rosemary, good evening. Juju as well. A pleasure. I noticed something today, so I'm turning the lights on the studio. I'm like, why is that shit so low? I must keep hitting like the dimmer button on it when I turn it off because they were really dim. Now they're back to bright again, and yeah, no, and no hat today because this is starting to finally grow out. But I tried like doing it's cool because it's like if I put the gel shit in it and I like scuff it up a bunch, it does this like weird, like cool looking thing though. But it didn't do it tonight. It was pissing me off. So it's just like brush. Flat mohawk done. Can't always be pretty, you know? Can't always be beautiful like Rosemary. Right, Rosemary? That's right. So we got a bunch of stuff to get to tonight, guys. A bunch to talk about. We're going to do some this or that's. We got a couple different editions tonight. I know I said in this show teaser that we're going to do the metal edition of this or that. We're going to do metal edition. We have Sophies Choice edition. If you guys don't know what Sophies Choice is, you have to make a decision between like one or the other, and they're both pretty shitty. So we're going to give that a rip, see how it does. And then we'll do, we'll do Vegas. Yeah. We'll have Vegas come in. We'll hang out with him for a while. And then get to some you posted it, some nice, clean family entertainment. And that'll be good. So next Thursday evening, it's not going to, the show is not going to be Thursday next week. The show is moved to Wednesday night, just for next week. Okay. Next week, the show will be Wednesday. We're going to be doing the live interview with 25 to Life and Brick by Brick. Special guest. Maybe. We'll see. Wednesday night, next Wednesday, 7 p.m. And then the next week we'll go back to Thursdays. Okay. Everybody got that? Put that in your calendars. Grab your crayons. Write it down. Sharpies. Of course, the blue. Blue Sharpies are always good. Yeah, next Wednesday will be the show. Thursday, no show. Following Thursday, show. Got it? So we're going to skip Thursday next week. We're going to do Wednesday instead. Then Thursday, back to Thursdays on the following evening. Or on the following Thursday. I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. Don't mind me. Next week, Wednesday, following week, Thursday. There you go. Easy enough. Mark it on your calendars, please, and thank you. All right, we talked about the comic book. Issue number 2 is here. I can get rid of this post-it note. That is the sickest cover yet, though, by the way. It's a very small run in this one, guys. So if you are trying to collect the whole series, I would get them fast because this is like the smallest run we've done. They're back to $10 a piece. This book is bigger than the other ones. So the ones that don't have as many pages, we're putting at $5. But these, as we go along, they're going to have more pages. So it's probably going to be 10 from here on out. Just saying. I know the last one was 5. It was a shorter issue. They're going back to 10 because they're bigger issues, right? 29 pages, I think, something like that. Quite a few. So, if you guys are interested, MyronLozon.com. If you want to, thank you, Rosemary. I appreciate it. I promise it won't take me a year and a half to get it to you this time. Now, those of you that have been asking, we do have issue 0, the first book, issue 1, the second book, this new one's issue 2. If you want to start collecting them or you want to start getting the old editions, we do still have a few available, but there's not many left. So if you're interested, get with me, get with Myron or MyronLozon.com. It's MyronLauzon.com. They are available up on there. Yeah, the one of those like while supplies last thing. You know what I'm saying? So get them while you can. Please and thank you. Saturday, April 19th, not this Saturday, following Saturday, we're going to be going to the Cohoes Music Hall, 6 p.m. start time, one night only. You guys remember the Blues Brothers, the one night only? That's what this is right here. Johnny Morrison, his all-star band, returned for his 60th birthday Low Dough Bash. Special guests, Ginger Jesus and Mike and the Monsters. The after party will be at JP's Lounge, hosted by Matty D over at JP's Lounge. Do not miss this. Get your tickets now. They are $20 and $25. $25 for the floor, $20 for the balcony. If you haven't seen Johnny perform live, right, this is your last chance. First of all, last chance. Second of all, he has a cast of all-stars playing in his band, and there's going to be like in and out. They're going to be swapping guitar jacks left and right, right? He has a list of guitar players and band members it's an all-star band. I mean, he aptly named it right. It's an all-star band. So make sure you guys are going to check this show out. It's your last chance. One night only. Last chance. Cohoes Music Hall, April 19th, 6 p.m. start. Get down there. And it's going to be emceed, hosted by me. So I'll be there making band announcements and throwing stuff at you guys from the stage. You guys remember that one time at Cohoes Music Hall and I had like the circular fuzz stickers? I was weighing them up in the balcony. We're going to do that again. I still have some left. I even have magnets too. And I think, well, those could like decapitate somebody. Those are heavy little fuckers. Jess, good evening. Good to see you. Thanks for swinging on in. Who else is hanging out? Brandon, good evening. Art Fredette. Our friends at 93.9 WABY are chilling. Oh, I'll be there. Please don't show up. Please don't show up. Please don't go. I will definitely be there. No, don't go. I'll be there for sure. Oh, no, I don't want to. This new favorite right here. New favorite. Gummy bear. Good shit. I want one. Oh, you know what we should, Rosemary, you know what we should do? We should get a tiara for Flaps. Flaps needs a tiara bad. Tiara, however you say it. There, I'll make sure you can see the show from where he's sitting in the Flaps balcony. Fuck. I still don't know who sent that to me. It's brilliant, though. Brilliant. Yeah, Flaps needs a tiara badly. Flaps is the studio princess. All right, let's move on, because if I keep doing this, we'll be here all fucking night. All right, all night. Oh, I forgot this. Oh, why do I always do that? There we go. Can never get the screens correct. Oh. All right, let's do it. I'll do it. Right now? Okay. Hang on. Do I still have a tape measure over here? I do. How do you do circumference of the head? Like wrap it around? From temple to temple is 5.5 inches. The circumference of the head is like, I don't know. Head circumference is like 12 inches. Hope I did that right. There you go. Temple to temple is 5.5 inches. Flaps is getting hooked up. Flaps is getting hooked up. All right. Let's talk about our friends of the show real quick. Starting with the good friends over at the Yin Yang Festival. The Yin Yang Festival is coming up on... Oh, I don't have the right poster still. Damn it. All right. We're going to use this as an example. All right. So August 8th is not bands. It's going to be a group reading. And I'll get you all this, guys, all this information. Check on Yin Yang's Facebook page. They have the information up there, I believe. But August 8th is going to be a group reading by some really, really talented people. They know what they're doing. It's really cool. And August 9th will be the vendors and the bands. Okay? So that's what we're talking about. This is brought to you by Radio X and Magic Moon. The bands are Uncle Sam and Deveria, Phoenix and Raven, Out of My Head, and Venture Hill. All right? That hasn't changed. We're going to keep that the same. 5 in advance, 10 at the door, still the same. But we're switching it up a little bit. Okay? So August 8th is going to be group readings. And August 9th will be vendors and bands. All right? The band's time is changing. So all this information is going to be different. We got to change the poster and all that. So not the same, but just remember the date. All right. The dates. I'm sorry. Put that in your calendar. August 8th, August 9th. August 8th reading, August 9th, vendors and bands. Got it? And we'll give you the times. It's still a ways away. So we have time. We definitely have time. Thanks, Jess. Thank you, Rosemary. All right. Now, where was I? So make sure you guys go check out their page. All right. It's on Facebook. Search for Yin Yang Festival. You'll see that logo. Drop a follow. Drop some likes. You know the deal. Don't forget about Mind, Body, Soul Expo. That one's coming up real quick. April 26, 2025, Saratoga Springs City Center. For more info, you can visit Instagram and Facebook. On Instagram, they are at Mind, Body, Soul Expo _NY. And on Instagram, or I'm sorry, on Facebook, it is Mind, Body, Soul X at Mind, Body, Soul Expo. Got it? Good. Now, some sad news for you, and I hate to even say this, but it is what it is, so we got to talk about it. Our good friends over at Peace on Earth, okay? You guys know I usually have my little scripted thing that I say about, for all your smoking accessories, heady glass, vapes, CBD, and full spectrum Delta 9 products. I think it is something along those lines, right? Well, I don't have that script in front of me tonight because, unfortunately, this Sunday, April 13th, 10 a.m. to 6 p.m., will be their last day open up in Hoosick Falls. Okay? They are going out of business, 20 to 50% off everything on Sunday, April 13th, 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. But if you guys know the folks at Peace on Earth, Ryan and the gang over there, they love to have fun. All right? Huge, huge supporters of the local music scene. Huge. We're talking both EMAs, this show, Capital Underground, WABY, like they show up to everything. They show up to all the shows. They support a lot of the shows that we do. This sucks, but it is what it is, unfortunately. But Sunday, April 13th, 10 a.m. to 6 p.m., it's going to be a little bit of a party. All right. You know, Ryan and the folks ain't going out without a bang. So, wavy music all day, free pizza at 2 p.m., giveaways, register to win concert tickets, gift cards, and more. And there will be a 420 toast. All right. This sucks, but I don't think it's the end. I can't speak for Ryan and folks. Did I say Saturday, Ralph? I'm sorry, Sunday. This Sunday. Yeah, I can't speak for them to say that this is the end or not, but I don't think it is. I hope it's not anyways, but we'll see. Down the road somewhere, maybe we'll see peace on Earth too. Or peace on Mars. Maybe peace on Mars. I can tell you one thing. If you guys, use some of those smoking accessories and heady glass stuff and all that, you'll probably be on Mars. Higher than Jesus anyways. But, I mean, head rush from tobacco use, Oh, no, wait, it's legal in New York State. Never mind. Yeah. Go get some stuff to smoke your weeds, guys. All right? Go get some stuff to smoke your weeds. Yeah, Judy, I know. It does suck, but you know what? If I know Ryan like I know Ryan, they'll be back. Hey, Joe, what's going on? So, yeah. Wish those guys the best, though. They're unbelievable people and massive supporters of our local music scene. Huge. So, cheers to you guys. For sure. And I'll be there Sunday. I'm gonna make a trip up Sunday. Hang out for a while. Shake some babies and kiss some hands. You know how that goes. Plus, I'm going to give Ralph a big hug. I haven't seen Ralph in a while. I'm going to give him a big old hug. Not mouth hug. No. Don't. Well, maybe. $10 is $10. You know what I mean? Our good friends over at the Kings Inn, 6 McDonald Ave, Schenectady, New York. Great little hometown hang over there. If you guys have never been there, you need to go check it out. Word on the street is there may be a guest bartender thing going on soon. Don't know. Can't promise, but we haven't done one in a while, so maybe, just maybe, that might be happening. Wednesday evenings, always open jam night. Grab your guitar, your drumsticks, even your bass. Yes, we'll even do a bass, Go up there and jam out with the band. It's a lot of fun. Go check it out. So, good stuff. Live music on some weekends. We got some coming up, and we're going to go over them with you right now. Wait a minute. Where the fuck did my other page go? There it is. It's not as sticky as it was. That's what she said. This coming Saturday, April 12th, Chicken Herders are back. Rocking the Kings. Friday the 18th, we're going over to Friday now, switching to Friday evening. Friday the 18th, Brother T and the Boys with Society High. And on Saturday the 26th, Inky Salad makes their return to the Kings. And do not forget, again, if you guys still have your calendars out and your crayons, scribble this date down. You ready? Go to September. September 6th, Kings Fest returns. Bands to be announced. I've heard some names thrown around. Will not disappoint. Promise you that. So go check it out. Mark it in your calendars. Just because. Because Juju said so. How's that? All right. Good friends over at the Kings. Thanks, guys. Appreciate you. Speaking of Ralph, our good friends over at 93.9 WABY. What can I say about these guys? They do it all. They do it all. They're out there working hard for you guys to be able to listen to the best in 90s and 2000s killer tunes. Of course, the best local music on the radio. 1 hour of Capitol Underground. She's a big pain in the ass. What I've been telling you the whole time. She's a big pain in the ass, is what she is. Good luck with that, for sure. Anyways, back to WABY. So, what was I saying? Best local music on the radio. 3 ways you can get them, guys. You ready for this? All right. One's a huge, that Fuzzing Rock Show secret. You can't tell nobody. All right. Number one, go old school. All right. Take your radio dial. Turn. 93.9. Bam. There it is right there. Easy, right? FM dial. 93.9. You got it, right? Second way, right here. Desktop computer. Go to the website, 939waby.com. All right. There is a player. Easy. Click play. You're listening to Wavy. Now, the big secret, all right? Listen, Buzz, I can't bring my desktop everywhere I go. My tablet doesn't have Wi-Fi on it, whatever. It doesn't have the wireless, I got you. These little supercomputers that we hold in our hand all day, they're phones, right? Go to your iOS or Android store. I found an easier way to say it, so I don't fuck it up all the time. Go to your iOS or Android store. Type in 939WBY. You will see their logo. Promise you will see their logo. Guess what? Click on that. Download that app. Now you got the app. You can listen to WABY anywhere. And, of course, listen responsibly. My favorite line. I love it. Our good friends over at Empire Live, EmpireLiveAlbany.com, to be exact, to find out where all the cool concerts are playing. That's where you go. EmpireLiveAlbany.com. Do not forget, speaking of awesome concerts, and this is why we're changing the show to Wednesday next week. We have an interview with these guys in 25 to Life. It is the CD release party for the new Brick by Brick album. It's going to be amazing. See WABY's logo on there again. Yeah. 25 to Life, Ballard, Oakheart, Caicos, Everdread, and the Lycan backing them up for this banger. Saturday, April 26th, 20 in advance, 30 day of. It's a 5 p.m. doors, 5:30 show. Soundrink.com for VIP upgrade. Now, the VIP upgrade, there's a lot of stuff involved with this VIP upgrade. Go check that out. Soundrink, SoundRink.com. The VIP upgrade, check it out. Might be worth your time and money. Just saying. The show's going to be a banger. And it is upstairs. It's in the big room. So, main stage, boys. Tear that motherfucker down. You know what I'm saying? They're going to do it. It's going to be a good time. So, make sure you get out there for that one. It's going to be a good one. But we'll be doing that interview Wednesday of next week with Brick by Brick and 25 to Life. It's going to be a good time. Now, this one. We're talking about Precious Souls. Facebook.com/Precious Souls USA. All right. We had to move this event. This event is moving to Empire Live, the big room upstairs, April 12th, noon till 5. We're doing a live broadcast. You can join us for an all-day event. And some of the area's best metal, hardcore, and punk bands hanging out, raffles, ticket giveaways, merchandise giveaways, ball busting, and chances to win prizes. We are going to have raffles. Or auctions, I should say, not raffles, auctions for some really cool stuff. And when Vegas gets on, we're going to talk about all that. We're going to go over some of the items that we have, all right? But if you are in a band, in a local band, if you are a local business that wants to get involved with this and do something for a good cause, this is what you want to do. Show up at Empire with a merch bundle. We will auction it off live on the air, on the spot, right then and there. You walk in, sit down. We'll talk about your local business. We'll talk about your band. And then you guys will present your merch and we'll auction it off. That's simple. It's a great thing for a great cause, guys. Really, really cool. I've been involved with Vegas since the beginning on this and happy to be a part of it for sure. So come down, see us. We're going to be hanging out. I got a bunch of rock stuff that I'm going to be throwing at everybody. And we'll make a day of it. 5-hour stream, guys. We did it at Make Your Mark. It was very successful. We're going to try and make Empire even more successful. So bring fistfuls of cash. Come on down. And when you guys see the items, you know what I'm talking about. Peace on Earth donated 2 separate things. There's a bunch of autographed sneakers. Get it? Precious Souls. Soles of the shoe. Souls. Child's souls. Get it? Play on words. Good stuff. Helderberg Meadworks. There's a bunch of stuff out of my head. I can't even remember all of the stuff that we have, but we're going to be featuring some of the stuff tonight. Make sure you get down there because there's going to be a ton of merch available for a great cause. All right. So come hang out with us. Hold on. Swallow wrong. At least I didn't spit. Don't be dirty when you're talking about precious souls. What the fuck's the matter with you? All right, so like I said, Vegas will be on in a little while, probably a half hour or so, maybe a little bit longer, and we'll get to all that. So let's do some of these because these are pretty cool. Now I'll give you guys a choice. All right, we have. I got too much paperwork here. All right, so we have Would You Rather Metal Edition. We have This or That Sophie's Choice. We have This or That Date Night, or we have This or That Rock and Roll. Which one would you guys like to do first? We have This or That, the Metal Edition. This or That Sophie's Choice. This or That Date Night, or This or That Rock and Roll Edition. And I'll give you a hint. The rock and roll is kind of lame. It's a little bit lame. Choose wisely, my friends. And where's everybody hanging out from tonight? Let's talk. Come on. Date night. Okay. Date night. Date night. Wait. Hold on. The hotline's ringing. Yeah, I got that too. Chicken Herders. Got it. This Saturday. Got it. Faux show. Oh. Cute. Too cute. Frederick Mercury Kruger. Stop stealing the damn nuggets. Date night. All right, we'll start with date night. All right, so wait, metal. Come on, guys, make up your mind. All right, anybody else before I make a choice here? I might just make Sophie's Choice. Get it? You know what? I'm gonna do it. You're gonna have to wait on the other ones now because you guys are indecisive. All right, so here's how we're gonna do this. All right, I'm gonna ask you a question. It's a would you rather, like a this or that kind of deal, right? So you have to pick one, and you can't loophole because I know how you guys are. All right, this or that. The first one is so answer in chat. Type your answers in chat. Would you save your best friend or your sibling from a burning building? Best friend or sibling? Freddie. Frederick. Gummy bear. Jess's best friend. Wow. That's a tough one. I don't know. My sister would probably be like, just leave me. You know what I mean? She'd be like, just leave me. A burning building, if you can only choose one. I would have to say best friend because I think my sister would be like, just leave me. I'm good. You know? If I knew her. You know what I mean? All right. Next one. Would you give up your eyesight to restore your parents' hearing, or would you let them stay deaf? My father was deaf as hell at the end. Let me tell you. He was having trouble hearing. And it was fun. Ooh. Well. All right then. Jess said I wouldn't walk across the street to piss on my one brother if he was on fire. The other one would just jump out a window. And I said, okay, so he's going to save himself. You got your best friend. There you go. It works out well. All right. Would you give up your eyesight to restore your parents' hearing or let them stay deaf? I would let him stay deaf because it was picking on my father was fun. We had a blast with it. It was funny. It was hilarious. Huh? All right, try this one. Would you sacrifice your career to save your partner's life or keep your job and let them go? I'd sacrifice the career. Why not? I'd sacrifice the career. Why not? You can always get another job. When you find that one partner, you can't, you know, you got to save them. You got to do it. Ooh, this one's a good one. All right, try this one. Would you choose to end world hunger or cure all cancers, knowing the other would persist? Would you choose to end world hunger or cure all cancers, knowing the other would persist? I would cure all cancers because people that like it seems like cancer is a bigger problem. You know what I mean? It seems to me like cancer is a bigger problem. Maybe I'm wrong on that. I don't know. But it seems like cancer is a bigger problem. Cure cancer. Gotcha. Cancer. Gotcha. Oh, this one's simple. I know everybody's answer to this one. Would you save a group of strangers or your pet from a sinking ship? Pet. Hello. Y'all are on your own. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, facts, Jess. What's up, H? What's going on, brother? Oh, these kind of suck. Some of them are pretty bad. Would you give your last lifeboat spot to an elderly person or a young child? Would you give your last lifeboat spot to an elderly person or a young child? I'm going to go with young child because I think the elderly person would be like, let the kid get it. Again, that kid may be the one that cures hunger after I cure cancer. 5 head thinking. Right there. 5 head thinking. I got it. Not a hero, guys. Just doing my job. That's all. All right. This one, I'm curious to see what you guys got to say on this one. Ready? Would you let? Oh no. I'm sorry. Wrong one. Would you choose to lose all of your memories or never make new ones? Would you choose to lose all of your memories or never make new ones? I know it's a situational thing. I know somebody will try to loophole it, but don't be loopholing, Jess. You're way far from short. I'm thinking the same thing. Oh my God, this freaking gummy bear is so good. Oh, my new favorite right there, gummy bear. Good stuff. I would too. I would want to make more instead of lose them, or instead of lose that. I would lose all of my memories to make more. You know what I mean? Because like you said, Mike, Seeing my kid do all the cool stuff that he's going to do in life. Yeah, hell yeah. Absolutely. Facts. Lose the old ones. Okay. That must have been a question from before. Would you save your city from a natural disaster or your family from a separate tragedy? Family. Family for sure. Let the city fall down. Saving my family. What are you, crazy? We're going to do one more of these and we're going to try a different list. Excuse me. We'll do one more of these and then we'll do a different list. All right, last one for this list. Would you give up your ability to speak or your ability to hear to save someone you love? So to save somebody you love, would you give up your ability to speak or your ability to hear? I would give up my ability to speak because I can always write down cue cards and shit. You know what I mean? I can always write shit down. Hearing stuff. Wouldn't be able to hear music anymore. TV, you'd have to read captions. Pain in the ass, right? Well, I'd rather still hear and not speak. I mean, this show would suck. Right? Show already sucks. You guys know the deal. You guys know what's up. This show already sucks. What am I talking about? All right, let's try it different. Let's go for the text to chat. That's a good point. Good point. Yeah, Matt, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, degenerates of all ages, welcome to Thursday evening. That Fuzzing Rock. Yeah, that would suck. That would suck. All right, we could do metal this or that. Or would you rather? Would you rather metal edition? Australian for sure. No, you know what I would do? I would have Zoe do all my talking for me. I would have AI duplicate Zoe's voice and have that do the show. That's what I would do.
A good sniff.
That's right.
When you see a man firing a rifle into the air while balls deep in a squealing hog, you ask that man if he needs help.
I still don't have these working through the computer, but you can still hear them through the mic, I hope.
A super soaker full of cat pee.
A super soaker full of cat pee. That is outstanding. I'll bet you she still regrets doing that. Well, me doing that anyways. She had nothing to do with it. It was all me. Poor girl. You know what? She's got an audiobook out though. I still have to find out where to get it. I want to hear it. It's got to be great. She has such an amazing voice for that stuff, man. She's really good. All right, we'll do Would You Rather Metal Edition. Hopefully Vegas comes on soon and we'll get this rig rolling. All right. So, all right. Which one would you rather? Metallica or Megadeth? Got to pick one. Metallica or Megadeth? Type your answers in the chat. By the way, those of you on Facebook can't see the YouTube chats and vice versa, just so you know. I'm not just talking to myself, just so you guys know. Like, there's YouTube chats coming through, but you guys can't see them. Well, unless you're on YouTube, you can't see them, and vice versa. YouTube can't see the Facebook stuff. Yeah, I'm more Megadeth myself. I don't know, man. Metallica fell off for me around Injustice for All. Black Album, hated it. I mean, I don't know. All right, Iron Maiden or Judas Priest? Iron Maiden or Judas Priest? Now, a long time ago, it was Priest, but it would be Maiden now, I think, for me anyways. Be Maiden for me. Don't get me wrong, Priest is freaking awesome, but I don't know. I'm just more. I think I'm just kind of judging now what I listen to now more. I listen to more Maiden than I do Priest. Just the way it works. Slayer or Anthrax? Ooh, this one sucks. Slayer's amazing, but Anthrax is like my favorite band, so I got to go with Anthrax on that one. Slayer or Anthrax? Hold on, guys. I mean, Anthrax is my favorite band. So, all right. How about Pantera or Lamb of God? Pantera or Lamb of God? Slayer, Priest. I'm sorry, Slayer, Anthrax. Pantera or Lamb of God? I'm obviously Pantera. If I had to guess, Rosemary said Pantera. Pantera. Lamb of God. Judy said Pantera. How about Dream Theater or Opeth? Dream Theater or Opeth? I'm going to go with Dream Theater because I'm now back into Dream Theater now that Portnoy's back in the band. When Portnoy left the band, I stopped listening to him. I don't know if it was just a loyalty thing or what, but to me, it wasn't the same without Mike Portnoy in it. Katie Horry. Just says Dream Theater. Dream Theater, Opeth. All right. Little mix. This should be interesting. Slipknot or Korn? Slipknot or Korn? Rosemary said Pantera. Oh, that's an old one. I'm looking at the wrong chat. I'm looking at the old chat. Whoops. Slipknot or Korn? Listen. I'm not really big on Korn. I know Slipknot's not like a super popular. Like a lot of people don't like them. I absolutely dig them. I think they're awesome. But I mean, obviously it's this or that, or would you rather? You know what I mean? It's what would you rather, not me. But yeah, I'm more Slipknot than Korn. I don't know. I just Korn don't do it for me. Testament or Exodus? Testament or Exodus? This one's real easy for me. Although Exodus is a great band, nothing beats Testament. I shouldn't say nothing, but Testament takes that one easily for me. Oh, Testament, Exodus. What about Black Label Society or Zakk Wylde solo? Black Label Society or Zakk Wylde solo? I think Black Label Society. That's just my choice. For what it's worth. There's so many different versions of it. It's not even funny. It's Zakk Wylde. It's Black Label Society. Ozzy is guitar player for Ozzy. Zach Sabbath. Like the list goes on. Pantera. Yeah. He's got a long list. Yeah, I would say, yeah, Black Label Society. Zakk Wylde solo. All right. Fair enough. All right. What about Motorhead or AC/DC? Interesting. Motorhead or AC/DC? Probably not going to be. My answer is probably not going to be. Well, I mean, I can't say it's not going to be popular, but as awesome as AC/DC is, I mean, I'm diehard Motorhead fan. Just as AC/DC. Motorhead. Rosemary says Motorhead. AC/DC. Yeah, split. Excuse me. Save that one. Some of these guys you probably haven't even heard of. So, well, some of you probably haven't heard of them. All right. What about, here's a good one for you. I'm going to make this one up on the fly. King Diamond or Merciful Fate? King Diamond or Merciful Fate? What do you do in that situation? What do you do in that situation? That's a tough one, huh? That's a tough one. King Diamond or Merciful Fate? What do you think? I mean, why don't we ask? Let's ask somebody else. Let's ask a different opinion, and we'll see what an expert says. What's up, homie?
Yo, what's up, brother?
You can hear me all right? I'm not echoing or anything?
No, you sound great. How about me?
Perfect. You sound great, man. Perfect. So, if you were doing a would you rather, King Diamond or Merciful Fate?
Well, I'm going to have to go with King Diamond, I think.
I'm the opposite. I was a huge Merciful Fate fan.
Well, I started with Merciful Fate, and I was a wee lad. And I just, it's hard for a lot of artists to kind of go solo, if you will, and break away. And he did it so good. I don't know. I had some of the, I guess I was, when I listened to Merciful Fate, I was too young to be a naughty boy. So when I was listening to King Diamond, I was a naughty boy, and it brought me some good times. So that's why I'm going with King Diamond.
I mean,
but the correct answer is both.
Both, exactly. I mean, that them album is untouchable. It is such a great album. I mean, his solo shit. But,
yeah.
I mean, Don't Break the Oath. God, dude, it's such good stuff, man. Such good
I forget somebody here in this area when King Diamond played at Winners snatched his altar, and they have his altar from back then.
No shit.
I can't remember who it was, but
Don't
that's a
name
good.
names.
I know. I
Yeah,
can't
don't name
remember.
names.
But that's a good. That's a good little thing to have in your stockpile.
There was a big rumor. I saw him at the Chance in Poughkeepsie, and there was a huge rumor after that show that he was backstage making out with Rob Halford.
What?
Yeah, that's what somebody said. I don't believe it. I think it was just a bullshit rumor, but
A hater.
that rumor stuck around for a while, dude.
Wow, I never heard.
That one made the rounds.
I never heard that.
I mean, for the longest time, dude, Rob Halford had everybody fooled. They were like, "Oh my god, this dude's so metal. He's awesome." He's just like, "Yeah, I'm totally gay."
But he was laughing. Yeah, he was laughing about
absolutely. He's just like, "You guys are suckers. You guys are all suckers." So, what's up, homie? How you been, man?
Oh, things are good. Things are good. I'm staying busy.
Busy,
You know,
absolutely.
busy.
You and your 3,000 projects you got going on. I know for sure.
Always, never enough.
Let's talk Faded Line first. What's going on with the band, man?
So Monster just got back. For those who don't know, Monster's our drummer. He's also in Murderers Row and Murphy's Law. And Murphy's Law just got off a tour yesterday, I think. And he's a little under the weather, but we got a show on Sunday at the Bowery Electric with Murderers Row, with Incendiary Device. Drew Stone, of course, putting that show on. He's the man.
Love Drew. Shout out to Drew, man.
Shout out to Drew. He does nothing but great things for the community. So,
Absolutely.
So we have that show, and then we have and actually I want to make sure I give all the bands a shout out. And then we're going to start recording. We have new songs that we're all totally excited about. Everybody's excited about their new stuff always, but I think that's a move in the right direction. That we're all excited about this new stuff. So we're shopping a couple studios as we speak. And when we pick the one, we're going to, I guess, maybe looking at a fall release.
Mm-hmm.
You know, this time we'll have vinyl. Yeah, we're gonna mix it up.
We're doing vinyl this time.
We're gonna do vinyl this time.
Nice.
I'm a firm believer these days of releasing one song at a time. I mean, eventually you can buy the whole thing, but you know, singles are where it's at these days. If I dare say the word single, I mean a single song.
Dude, I think that's the way to go now. I mean, the industry's evolved so much from, you know, having to have your stuff on the radio 24/7, and you know, how many different, you know, how many units you can sell and all that shit. That's all gone now. That's a thing of the past.
Absolutely.
Now clicks and, you know, playthrough rates, and it's a different industry.
Yeah.
But I think you're spot on with that. I think singles are the way to go now.
Yeah,
absolutely.
You know, keep everybody's attention span going for a while, and then on top of that, when we release the full length or the EP, however many songs we're doing, we're going to redo some of the old songs with Monster on the drums, and there's a couple songs I want to redo some of the vocals on. Mm-hmm. So we'll have some remixes there.
And your cover of The Day the Music Died, right?
Oh, I don't know.
That's a long song, dude. That song is long as fuck.
It's like 18 minutes long. I don't know. I can't remember.
Long. It's a long ass song, man. I think there's like 6 or 7 verses to it. Like, it's crazy.
Yeah, it's wild.
Don McLean,
but it takes you on a ride.
Around, man.
Yeah, what's that? It takes you on a ride, which is that's what's cool about music. It can really put you in another place in your mind and feelings and all
It
that
paints
stuff.
a picture, man. A good song will paint a picture for you.
That's correct.
And
That is
there's,
correct.
it's awesome. What's awesome to me is I get that thing where you hear a song and the hair on your arm stands up. It'll take you back to a place
Or
where
smell. Yeah.
you remember something about this song was playing at this time, and it just gives you that, like, ooh, I
There's
dig that, man.
there's nothing better than that. Nothing better than that.
Yeah,
And
it's definitely a sensory thing where it's like, oh, so cool.
oh yeah, absolutely.
The best to me is you hear a song that doesn't necessarily give you a specific memory, but that still happens.
Oh
That
yeah.
song's a banger, dude. You're like, whoa,
Oh,
what is that?
100%. Yep. Man, I
I
love
have
that.
that with what it's Stevie Ray Vaughan. So Leave My Little Girl Alone. It's just
Excuse
so
me?
like, dude, I just said the title and it happened. That's crazy.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, dude, it's crazy. Like, I don't know, man. That song is so full of feeling to me. Like, it's so bluesy and so like just kind of reaches out and fucking grabs you. They're like, it's still happening, bro. Like, literally, it's like that's
That's
crazy. Just even
that's what
thinking about
music.
that song,
Yeah.
it
Yeah,
hooks you.
that. Oh God, I love that.
I got, you know what? You know where and I'm not blowing smoke, but that happened to me when you guys played Underground and you guys finished with Biohazard.
Oh, that's awesome,
That
man.
happened to me when I'm like, oh, I was like, fucking, I'm like, all my senses perked up. I'm like, what? What?
That's amazing.
Yeah, dude, it was cool.
And honestly, I wish me personally, I wish I was a better songwriter or a better singer, if you will, to invoke those kind of feelings. And maybe they are out there, who knows? But what I like about keeping those feelings inside of me is that it does push me to keep writing better and better and
Yeah, absolutely. But
so
I mean, as a singer, where you're not trapped behind a drum kit and you're up front, you're engaging with the crowd and you can see everybody's faces and they're all kind of focused on you because you're like the main
you're making
attraction
all the
before the
noise.
guitar
Yeah.
solo. Then it comes back to you. Like there's kind of a progression with
Yeah.
with live music. Like you have to see like people in the crowd that are just kind of like standing there, and all of a sudden you start playing one of your songs. They're like, and they
That to
start moving,
me,
and you can see.
yeah. That to me, I love connecting with the crowd. Man, when you're up there live, you can have a horrible day. You can be going through some real shit. But when you're up there and you're connecting with the fans, oh my God. So much love. So much love.
And I think that's a big thing with like if you lose that connection with the audience, I think you just hang it the fuck up. You know what I mean?
Oh, hang it up. Hang it up.
Like you're just kind of done at that point. I don't know.
100%.
I can't sing
Yep.
for shit, dude. So
Yeah, we'll see. We'll
I
see
mean,
about that.
dude, I am the best singer in the world when I'm in the shower and nobody's in the house. I sound exactly like any song that comes on. I sound exactly like that person.
Really?
Or in the car. Well, no, but I think so.
Ah!
I think so. I think I do.
Yeah, yeah. I get it. Everyone wants to
So
sing, man.
so let's talk about this because this has been an adventure for sure.
Amen.
We're doing it again, man. We did this at Make Your Mark the first time. It was it 5 hours or 6 hours last time?
Well, it was 5, but it went over
It was five.
in
It
a
went
good
over.
way. Yeah.
So I think we're almost at 6. Um, raised a lot of money
Yep.
for the charity. We're doing it again. We were going to do it at Make Your Mark. There was a couple of different things. They're doing a renovation of the building, so we can't really do it at that location. So we had to kind of play an audible. Thank you, Mike Lenny and Jen and all you guys down at Empire for taking us in.
Yes.
There was no room at the
100%.
inn, so they put us in the big barn. Thank God.
I love it.
But we definitely appreciate them hooking us up for this. So we're gonna do it at Empire now. Same rules apply though, dude. We're gonna have people hanging out. We're gonna have an acoustic performance. It's gonna be killer. We'll get into all that stuff in just a second. But I want everybody to know that the venue's changed. It is no longer at Make Your Mark this coming Saturday. Same time still, but at Empire Live. Okay.
Correct. Empire Live.
So readjust your GPSs and go this way instead of that way. Or no, this way instead of that. Just follow the GPS. So
Yes.
let's talk a little bit about, for those who don't know, tell us a little bit about Precious Souls, how the idea came to you, what exactly the focus of the nonprofit is, and let's start there.
Yeah. So, I mean, I've always been passionate about kids, but it really started when I was a kid. I had, with my father, I had a crazy childhood, and I realized at a young age, like, I wanted to be the opposite of what my father was. And always in the back of my mind, I would see kids that were going through, a rough time, and just say, God, I wish there was something I could do for them. But when I had my own children, when I had my son, for the first time, I knew that feeling of being a parent. And that's when it really started to take effect, that I needed to make this happen. But then again, music and work and relationships and all that, I have great ideas, man. I come up with 1,000 great ideas a day, and then I never execute. Felicia, my wife, she wants to wring my neck out because I have all these good ideas, and I hardly ever make them all, come to fruition. But with her help, and your help, and Valeni and Ralph, we I was pushed to make this happen. And it started with getting the 501c3, doing it correctly. And now we're just in that stage of raising money. Again, the goal is to have a teen center where we have a bunch of different volunteers from all different, music, art, sports, acting, any of that stuff. We'll have volunteers there that can teach these children how to be in a group environment, B, how to be loved, and C, get the encouragement they need to grow and be successful in life. Not only successful means happy, to be honest with you. So,
Absolutely.
so to be happy, that's the main thing. And I've been talking a lot with Felicia about this too, and I want to have kind of a store set up, because a lot of these kids that are abused, they get taken out of the home in the middle of the night with nothing but their clothes on their back. That's it. That's all they have. They're taken away from that home, and everything they had there is left behind. So I'd love to have a store set up and base it on ages, and have clothes and healthcare and hygiene essentials, and things like that, and stuffed animals, whatever it is, just to give them some comfort and have something once they leave that home. So I think between that and the teen center, uh we're on to something.
The
So
Precious Souls Pantry, man.
yeah. Oh, I love it.
The Precious Souls
PSP.
Pantry, yeah. And dude, that's 100% true, man. That's it. It's not like, oh wait, let me grab my Nintendo Switch. Let me grab my,
No.
it's usually like, if you're lucky, pack a quick bag and we're out,
It's if you're lucky. I mean,
Right.
I volunteered for services for abused children, and I was there on more than one occasion when these children were picked up in the middle of the night, early in the morning. They were scooped up. They were asleep sometimes, and these poor kids are going through it. And man, it breaks your heart. But that only has to be this big of a part of their story.
Hmm.
Growing up, they need the rest of it. Like people had my back. I learned from people. I was able to go through this teen center, and it really changed my life. So I'm looking forward to the future with this. We're just at the beginning stages.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And I
So
mean, the big thing was the 501c3.
C3,
I always say 3C. I always get them backwards, but that was the big thing. And that
C3PO
was all done through donations from the
from
community, from our people, from the
yes, from
music
the
scene,
community.
from
I
friends, family. All of that came from within, basically.
Yes, absolutely.
And
And
that was absolutely amazing. Like I was just like, because when you're involved with something, I mean, you're the guy on this whole thing, but I'm kind of like very interested
oh,
second
you're in it.
party, I would say,
You're in it.
but like when we started promoting that and really started pushing it, I would check every once in a while and be like, oh, let's see how the GoFundMe's doing for Precious Souls. And I was like, wow, like they were pouring in, and that's awesome.
Oh my God. Our community is so great. I'm forever grateful to everybody that even shares a page, but
Mm-hmm.
donates. I just last week I got a call from Vanguard, and they said, we have a check here from an anonymous donor who wanted to donate a check for Precious Souls. Where do we send it? So I told them where to send it, and it was for $1,000. Just anonymous donor,
Wow.
not from the state. I'm pretty sure, and things like that are just amazing. So
Yeah, and you kind of think to yourself, then your kind of human nature kicks in. You're like, man, I'd love to hear the story of where this came from, and
oh, yeah,
and
absolutely.
why did you donate the 1,000? Like, what was behind that? You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah,
Like have you been through what these kids are going through? Would you like to share your story? Like, you know what I mean? It's just like there's got to be something behind that. You know what I mean?
absolutely. Yeah, I do, and
Like
somebody knows
like
out there.
the way I look at it, dude, like a $10 donation and $1,000 donation are the same to me. You know what I mean?
Me too.
They
Me
don't move.
too.
One doesn't move the needle as much as the other one does, but each one of them are just as important and special.
I
You know what I mean?
absolutely. I don't care
And
if it's $1. If somebody goes into their pocket to pull out and say, "This is all I mean, that to me is amazing.
but
So,
the people that I know that I was kind of close and personal to, that I donated to it, every single one of them, bar none, had a story.
oh
Whether
yeah,
it was about them or it
oh
was someone
yes,
that they knew, or even a story. I think one was like a story that they had read that made them cry.
it affected them.
Literally, a
Yeah,
story they read made them tear up. And that was a dude. I'm not going to
yes,
mention his name, but that was a dude. Like, he's like, that shit just touched me, inspired me. I had to do something. So here you
yeah,
go, you
yeah,
know, which is amazing. Absolutely
yeah.
amazing.
I mean, there's so many horrible stories that go on every single day. This isn't
It's
something that
terrible, dude.
happens once in a while. This is like constant. So, and and there's all forms of abuse. So we're here. We're here for it. We're here.
Absolutely. And
You know,
the thing I think that attracted me most when you first told me about this idea, and when you had told me about it, we started talking about it. Um, this was a long time ago, but I still remember our conversation. And literally, we stopped talking about it like an hour later. Like, it was just, the conversation was so in
yeah,
depth, and
yes,
like getting into your mind and being like, well, where you at with this? Like, I was like, wow, he's been thinking about this for a while. And you had a bunch of your ducks in a row and you're like, I got to do this. I'm like, dude, I'm in.
Oh,
Fuck yeah. Let's, any way I can help.
absolutely.
Absolutely. But
Yeah.
I think the thing that got to me the most about you telling me about this was like, you hear about, excuse me, you hear about child abuse all the time. You see the stories on the news, you hear stories from friends that, this family's going through this family's going through that. I think the thing that got to me most when you were telling me about this, you had said a line to me that still sticks in my head. You said it's about breaking the cycle.
100%. Yep.
And that really hooked. I was like, whoa. Because you
Yeah.
hear about like preventing child abuse, but there's not a lot of things that deal with the aftermath and the rebuilding of the person and trying to acclimate them back into getting back into society and trying to I don't want to say move on because I don't think you ever really move on,
No,
but
no.
like assimilate to a more normal life.
Right.
And that
But
breaking the cycle thing really hooked me. Like I was like, wow, that's pretty profound.
yeah, yeah, breaking the cycle is it's really where it starts and ends. I mean, that's breaking the cycle means it's not going to happen again in your family. If you have a lot to do with that. It's but also with parents. I said this to you before. Uh I'm up for helping if people are transparent and honest with themselves. Maybe they were young when they had kids, or maybe they are young now and they're going through it, and or they just don't have money and they're stressed, and maybe they've taken it out on their kids here and there. If they reach out for help, they can get it too.
Mm-hmm.
You know, uh, I think that's another huge part of this is for parents to be honest and transparent and open up and say, you know what, I have lost my temper, I have slipped, I don't want to do that again. Let's work on that.
Dude, I can remember a couple times, and they were very few, thank God, but there was a couple times when I yelled at my son when he was younger. It was like, a school issue where he was like, I'm just not doing my homework. I'm not doing it. Absolutely refused to do it.
Yeah.
I yelled at him so long and so loud that I lost my fucking voice.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
afterwards, I felt horrible about it. I'm like, what am I doing? And I
of
remembered,
course.
like, kind of in the process of of yelling at him, being kind of acting like an asshole to him, was that like, wait, I remember how this felt.
You're right.
You know what I mean? I don't want to make him feel like this.
Yes.
So that's a part of breaking the cycle too. So you're never too young or too old to break the cycle of that. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, that's an honest statement there.
It's not easy to say. It's not easy to admit, but I mean,
Oh, I have my own too. That's
it
another
is
thing.
not easy being a fucking parent, dude. There's
Oh
no
no.
handbook. There's
No.
no, there's really no, you get guidelines from, your family, your aunts, your uncles, your mom, your dad. But there's no right or wrong way to do it. Well, no, there is a wrong way to do it, but there's no right way to do it. It's just like, there's no right way to do it. It's just kind of like, you just do it.
Well,
I
yeah.
know that when I found out that my wife at the time was pregnant with my son, I was petrified, absolutely petrified that I can't do this. I'm not going to be a good dad. Like, and I was nervous
Yeah.
about that up until the time when she's like, it's time to go. And I'm like, all right, let's go. It was the end of January. We were in the middle of a snow and ice storm. We literally lived 5 minutes from Bellevue and Niskayuna, but she wanted to go to St. Peter's.
Oh man.
I knew it was going to happen. I told her that. I'm like, literally, the women's center's right there. No, I want to go to St. Peter's. Yes, dear. You know what I mean?
Yep. Yeah.
which is fine because I was born in St. Peter, so was she. So whatever, you know.
Okay. Yeah.
So we're, you know, I'm in my truck and we're trying to fly there, but the roads were pretty freaking bad, you know.
Oh man.
And I wanted to get there like the next second, but inside me, and this is where it clicked. Inside me, I'm like, wait a minute. I have two very precious cargoes in this truck. My wife at the time and my
Your
soon to
son.
be child, you
Yeah.
know? So I was like white knuckle on the road, you know, like driving, but being safe, get there 40 some odd hours labor later, here he comes, you know?
Oh man.
And it was when it was at that moment in the truck when I'm like, I need to drive slower. I need to calm down. That's when I knew I'm like, I can do this. And then it all
Yeah.
just started like, then it all just started going. You know what I mean? It all just
Yeah.
started moving.
Absolutely. Yeah.
And you just do it. Like I didn't know how to change a baby. I didn't know how to feed a baby. I didn't know
Yeah. Exactly.
what it entailed to be a father. And you know,
Scary,
the
man.
times when, you know, they're 2 months old and they don't know what the fuck's going on.
They
And
can't
they're
talk to
like,
you.
yeah, 3 a.m. What I don't know time. I'm not
Yeah.
going to sleep. And you're
Yeah.
just like, okay, you know, when, okay, yeah, no, I hear you. Shut the fuck up.
Ah.
You know, it's time to go to
Ah.
sleep. You know, it's like, yeah.
Yes.
Um,
I mean,
but but it just clicks. You know what I mean? And then as they get older, and as you start kind of getting, they start getting their some of them get a little mean streak in them. Some of them just kind of fuck up as humans do. And you kind of remember back to when, I mean, you and I came from a time where you got your ass beat. You did. You
yeah.
you
It's
you took a, you know, you took a belt or you took a backhand or you took a wooden spoon. My mom liked the wooden spoon sometimes. Um,
bro.
you took
My
a fire
father.
you took a
My
fireplace poker once or twice.
Jesus.
You know,
My
but
father never cared enough to even do that. He was beyond even doing any of that. So,
and you know
no,
what, dude? That in and of itself is another form of abuse.
of course. Oh, bro.
100%.
You know, I remember I used to go out in front of my window in the yard, and I had a football, and I would, or a baseball, either one, and I would throw them to myself, and I keep peeking in the window. I could see my father reading the newspaper in his recliner, but he was an aholic for everything he did. He was a workaholic, he was an alcoholic, and he just, you know, kids wasn't his thing, man, at all. But it also wound up being a blessing for me because I learned early on, like, that's not how I want to be, you know. But then again, and we'll move on after this, but when my ex-wife, we found out she was pregnant with our son, we were in New York City at I think it was a Bruise Brothers show. We were playing in New York City, and we were in a hotel, and we were in California right before that, and she had been sick for like 3 days. And finally I was joking, I was like, let's get a pregnancy test and see if that's, and and we did, and she was pregnant.
Son of a bitch.
And I honestly was like, here I am being transparent. I was like, we can't have a baby. I'm 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 trying to get my band signed. I'm trying to do this and that. She was auditioning for MTV at the time. Maybe we were down there for that. I don't even remember, but
Right, right.
I remember her saying, "Well, I am going to have this baby, and it's up to you whether you want to be in his life or their life or not." And I was like, I thought about that, and I was like, this is time to man up. You can be a man or you can be a bitch. And then when my son was born, the first thought in my head was, who am I? Because now this creation, this beautiful creation, I am I am nothing. I'm trying to get my band signed. I almost put that over having my son. Are you insane? So, yeah,
It changes your whole perspective on life, man.
in the best way.
It really does. Absolutely, man.
In the best way.
It really does. And you know, it's funny because I used to love being up with him late at night, and when I'd let her sleep, and I'd take the night shift or whatever. I used to love that time with him, and I used to love the time of like going to the school trips and playing in the yard, watching him swim, watching him ride a bike, watching him throwing a football with him. All this stuff, I used to love doing it. But now he's a man.
Yes.
And now I'm like loving all the dude stuff that we can do together.
Oh,
you know what I mean? Like,
there's always the next chapter, man.
we went to the fucking casino and played slots together once.
Awesome. I love it.
Cool, man.
I love it.
He was like, this isn't my thing, but we were just kind of vibing. You know what I mean? And after a while, I mean, I gave him the money. I wouldn't let him do his money. I gave him but, and I told him, I'm like, here's what we're coming into the casino with. I don't have my bank card with me or my credit cards. I have my ID and cash, and this is what I'm willing to lose.
Yep.
You're always teaching your child something. And
exactly.
This is all kind of going back to breaking the cycle. And I think that kids that see abuse, they learn that.
Absolutely.
And that is where that whole breaking the cycle thing, to me anyway, is so fucking important.
So important. And go ahead. I'm sorry.
They've learned that, pretty much their whole lives. It's what they've seen. And that's, they've learned that. I mean, if you could just help one, it's amazing. You know what I mean?
One at a time.
I mean, dude, I could go on and talk about this for hours, but let's talk about this event because, again, I'll put the flyer up. Venue change. We're going to Empire Live on this. It was going to be at Make Your Mark. We had to change venues. Make Your Mark is going through some renovations and can't accommodate right now, which is fine. Appreciate them for sure.
Oh yeah.
Empire was kind enough to reach out and help us out. Thank you to Empire, Mike and Jen and all the folks down there. Dave. Yeah. I'm sorry. I kind of forgot his name. So I was trying to play it cool. I was trying to play it cool, but
you didn't have to say anything. I was just mentioning the names.
Yeah. So I did. I'm transparent as fuck, dude. You know the deal.
Hey, Mike, listen, I want to, before I forget too,
go ahead.
There's another line that I love, and I think it helps a lot of musicians, and a lot of my boys and are musicians, and they travel and they have young kids, and it's hard. And it came from the band Blue October. As a musician who had young kids, the singer was struggling all the time with that. And he said, I may have been gone, but I never walked out. And I think for musicians should take that line and realize what that means. You're out doing your job. You didn't walk out on your kids. You weren't absent because you wanted to. You were trying to provide for them. So be easy on yourself when it comes to that stuff. If you're out there traveling for your job, it doesn't have to be just music, but if you're out there traveling for your job and you're not able to see your children grow as much or be there for them as much, if you're providing, take that line to heart.
Or the guys that are working 85 hours a week at two jobs.
Yes, same thing.
Trying to keep a roof over the head. Some guys won't do that. Some guys won't do that, and that's
100.
That's the difference between a boy and a fucking man, bro.
Damn right, man.
Eyes, in my eyes, I'm
real big with that stuff.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
Man up,
100%.
Man up.
Absolutely. So we're doing this damn thing again. Empire Live, noon to 5 this coming Saturday. It's going to be an event, dude. So let's go back. We'll talk about Make Your Mark, the one we did at Make Your Mark. And I can remember this very vividly.
Me too.
I was sick as a fucking dog. I had just gotten over COVID and still feeling like shit. And I mean, I don't know how I did it, but, and I'm not trying to pat myself on the back, but
you did.
The cause is what pushed us. You know what I mean? The cause is what pushed us. And I was just like, we did it. I'm going to go home and pass out, but we did it. You know what I mean?
You even went way past the time that we were supposed to. So,
dude, you can't shut me up sometimes. But the thing I noticed was, now we talked about the donations that we got for the GoFundMe. This is what astonished me that day. And I know I said it probably 12 or 14 times at least on that live broadcast, was that I'm like, where is all this fucking shit coming from? We're literally doing like these live auctions online, and people there were bidding and people online were bidding. And thank you, Felicia, for keeping that all straight, because holy
oh
shit,
man,
that was crazy.
no doubt.
But the local bands and businesses just kept coming in and bringing boxes of shit in. And it's like, dude, where is all this shit coming from? Like, it was crazy.
Oh,
There was one that came in like a fucking wooden crate.
Oh yeah, that was a
I'm like,
grandstand
what
jockeys.
is that?
Yeah, that
You
crate
know?
was awesome.
Yeah, that was packed with stuff.
Yeah.
I would love to see the same thing happen again this year. We do have
Oh
a ton of donations already. We could definitely use tons more.
yes.
It goes to a great cause. Anybody in a local business or in a band that would like to donate a merch package, either Vegas or myself can accommodate that. Show up
Yep.
Saturday.
Please.
Bring the bundle in. Have a seat with us. Talk to us about the band. What's going on with your band? We'll get you guys a little bit of promo.
Yep.
And then we'll raffle off your cool stuff, man.
Yeah. I mean, I actually teared up last year because I just couldn't. Like you said, the door didn't stay closed, and it was like 10 degrees out
It was
that day.
fucking cold. Yeah, it was cold.
Oh, before I forget too, we're gonna have an acoustic. Joe
Yes.
Frank from Prize Fighter is gonna be doing acoustic set.
Yep.
So shout out to Joe. He's an awesome human being, donating his time. It's gonna be amazing. Um, Raging Cakes. If you love mini cheesecakes, Raging Cakes is for you, man. They are so good. They put a bundle together that'll be there. Peace on
I'm
Earth.
sad. I'm sad, man. You just made me sad.
Why?
My diabetes won't let me have fucking cheesecake, bro.
Well, you can watch me eat mine. How about that?
Motherfucker. Motherfucker.
I'm just kidding. No, but yeah, Peace on Earth. Man, right, the stuff that I have from Peace on Earth is so killer. I actually had it up and I took it down because I didn't want it to get flagged, But
Yeah, no,
if you're
absolutely.
if you're into some smoky smoke, you come bid on this stuff.
So yeah, you heard that Sunday is their last day open, right? Peace on Earth.
I was so sad
It
to hear
sucks,
that.
man.
Yep. It's that's the beast these days. Trying to have an actual spot is real tough. Um, Also, Helderberg Meadworks,
Yep,
they came through with a package. Jess,
absolutely.
killer supporter of not just the music scene locally, but helping out stuff like this. So always willing to help her out. And
Yeah, Ryan, and the folks at Peace on Earth, same thing, man.
and
Huge supporters of the local scene.
100%. This is where I feel like I can never be a rich man because I feel indebted to people that go the extra mile to help out like a cause like this.
Mhm.
I just feel totally indebted to them, and I will do whatever I can for them for the rest of my life. But again, like the 518 music community is outstanding. Outstanding.
Oh, 100%, dude. Absolutely.
Yeah. Um, we got some other stuff too. Oh,
We have a ton of stuff,
yeah.
dude. And we're going to preview some of that stuff for you guys so that you can see it before you can buy it.
You see it before you can buy it. Yes.
That's right. That's
Hey,
right. That's right.
Art for Debt at Experience Monthly and
Mhm.
Radio X, they have a package down. So shout out to them. They're also doing great work. Ralph with WABY is also doing great work, man. He's helping the scene and the cause. And he's a busy dude, is like you. So You know, it's
Yeah.
just so much love.
Hey, so
much.
listen, do you think maybe I should donate the thong tree?
Oh my God. Could you? I mean, that's like, that belongs right where it is.
I think so too, man. That's a staple in the 518 scene, bro.
That belongs where it is.
There's a
I
lot.
don't know if you know this, and I'm getting off topic, but when Valeni had the Hudson Duster in Troy, you know, I was bartending, of course.
Yep.
Oh, right there. First of all, Ralph from WABY, 2 Blink 182 tickets up for grabs.
There
Thanks
you
to
go.
WABY and Ralph Renna. Thank you
There you
so
go.
much.
There you go.
Amazing.
Absolutely. Thank you, Ralph. Thank you, WABY and Ralph. I appreciate that, man.
Yeah, I mean, also doing God's work. Yeah, so Valeni had the Hudson Duster in Troy, and I had a shot called the Liquid Panty Remover. And when somebody would order, we would say, well, we have to hang the panties up on the line here up on the top. We had, I can't even tell you how many pairs of panties we had up there. It
Don't
was
tell me, dude.
amazing.
I'll be sad. I'll be sad because they're probably all in
Oh,
the garbage.
they probably did too. What a
Oh,
bummer. But those were some wild times, man.
huge loss for the panty community. Rest in peace, thongs. Rest in peace.
Yes, rest in
Sad
peace.
day. Sad day.
Man.
Yeah, but I'm gonna put together a little That Fuzzing Rock Show package. While we're doing the broadcast, we're gonna pelt people with some of That Fuzzing Rock Show stuff. It'll be fun. I got some ducks. We're gonna throw small cocks at people.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah. It's
Well,
gonna
I
be
won't be.
sir.
Oh
Excuse
God.
me.
Oh God.
You'll see. Oh, do I have one? I do have one. I have one right here. So I usually when I do like when I do broadcast at the King's Inn, I'll tell people, I'll pull them aside and I'll be like, hey, is there any way that I could put my tiny cock in your hand right now? And they're like, look at me funny. And then I put one of those in their hand.
Oh my God, that is
It's
hilarious.
a tiny rooster, dude. Tiny cock
That's
in your hand. There you
now
go.
what you should be doing is going in and saying, I'll bet you $50 I can put my tiny cock on your shoulder right now. And then
It's when I come up to people and say, hey, do you want a Johnsonville brat? That's when you should fucking worry.
yes.
All right, we're getting way off topic now, dude.
I mean, we are.
Ralph said 7,000 panties. Oh God, that's so sad, man.
Oh, it was
7,000.
It was good times. He saw him.
Dude, I'd need a 40-foot tree for that.
Oh yeah.
Oh, what a sad day.
Yep.
I thought I was sad about the fucking cheesecake. Now I'm really sad.
We'll have to ask Valeni what he did. He probably doesn't even remember what he did with them, but
I'm sure they went in the garbage.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Well, I don't think he put them in storage anywhere.
No.
If he did, Valeni, let's talk, bro.
There's a price on everything.
I got a couple giant maples in the backyard. I'll hang them all over that motherfucker. For goddamn sure. Be the thong forest.
What's he say? I can't read. It's so small there.
What's that? Comments?
Yeah.
Ralph said, just give them away and give them a name so they can go guest list. We can take care of that, brother, for sure. 7,000 panties at the duster.
Oh my God. I might name a song that.
What's that? 7,000
panties at the duster. That's a great name.
There you go. Absolutely. All right, let's talk about some of the stuff that we got. Again, so let's go. We talked about Peace on Earth. Let's show everybody we got. This is package number 1. There's 2 packages from Peace on Earth. This is package 1. It's got some Tyson stuff, Peace on Earth stickers. It's a Tyson bundle.
It's a whole Tyson bundle. And what I want to say about that, Fuzz, that wrapped up in that package, I should have unwrapped it for this picture like a dumbass, but that's me. That is a Tyson boxing glove, but it's a bowl. It's
Oh,
amazing.
really?
Yeah, it's amazing.
No kidding.
Yeah.
Oh, that's pretty sweet.
Yeah.
All right, so that's package one. Now, Peace on Earth gave us 2 packages. Here's the second ones. The second one looks like a
High Times bundle.
beaker water pipe, High Times bundle. Yep. A bunch of accessories there. So that'll be the second bundle for Peace on Earth. And we'll have beginning opening bid prices day of. Okay. All I can tell you is I don't know if the ATM works down there or not, so bring cash. All right.
Yeah.
We do take Venmo. Do we have a Venmo account?
Yes.
Also, so
yes.
we can do Venmo as well. But be on the safe side. Bring some cash.
Cash
The next
would
one
be
up,
the best.
We're going to go through a bunch of the sneakers, and in between them, there's going to be a couple different items. But we're gonna do. It's going to be a lot of sneakers going on right now. First one right here. Agnostic Front and Murphy's Law Converse signed.
Yeah.
Tell us about how you got this one.
All my boy. Well, these guys are my boys, and they did a show together, and I thought it was the perfect time to get this sneaker signed from all of them. I was gonna do just an Agnostic Front one and then a Murphy's Law one, but I think this is really special here. This shoe. This defines the New York hardcore, with the Chuck Taylor. It's like
I agree 1,000%, dude. 1,000%.
yeah. And if I'm not mistaken, I still have that will go along with this an autographed limited edition poster from that tour. So that'll go with that sneaker.
That goes along with it.
That goes along with that sneaker.
Okay.
Yep.
Wow. All right. See,
Yep.
guys, I'm telling you, bring up some cash. It's gonna be a good day. Next one up is another signed sneaker from Cold Chamber.
Yeah. I've been friends with these dudes since probably right before they got signed, or maybe right when they got signed. And me and Mike, the drummer, have always been real chill, real cool with each other. So when they recently got back together, I think this was a Mudvayne tour that
Yep.
they were on, and so they were like, let's do it. Let's sign it up.
Next up, this one's special. This one is special. Extreme Music Awards sneaker.
Oh man, yeah.
Let's talk about this one. Do you know how many signatures are on it?
Jesus, I think there's I actually have it packed away already. There's probably, I don't know, maybe 7 or 8, maybe more. But I love the one right there. I can see is Riley, Bob Riley.
Yep.
Bob Riley. That goes back to the beginning of the New York hardcore. Like he's a staple, man. Like
100%.
I love that dude. He's so great. But
and you know what's funny too is he's super fucking intimidating. Like you look at him and you're like,
oh,
holy fuck, that guy is gonna rip your head off. And then when you walk up to him and you're like, hey Bob, how you doing? He's just like, Fuzz, good to see you. How are you? Like, whoa. Like it doesn't match, dude. It's weird. It don't match.
Yeah,
but,
yeah.
I mean, I wouldn't want to piss him off. Let's get that straight.
Well, that's my point. What I love, he's the perfect example of a warrior with a heart of gold. Like that guy will mash you into dust if you do something deserving of it. Other than that, he's the sweetest guy. And I love people like that. I love people like that can handle themselves, but are really just such caring, gentle souls, But anyway, so that shoe, there's also, I think, Megadeth, Scarhead, Madball. There's a whole mess on there. Come see for yourself. Take a look at the shoe.
Yep, you guys will be able to preview all this stuff on Saturday,
yes.
noon to 5 at Empire Live, Precious Souls, the live broadcast. We're doing it again, the live auction. There's going to be some giveaways. There's going to be a bunch of cool stuff there. Bring the family down. Hang out for this. We're going to have a lot of fun. We're going to be talking some shit, talking to a bunch of bands. and we're gonna be doing a lot of these auctions. It's gonna be a hell of a lot of fun. This next one's interesting. All right, we've already covered the fact that you had the excuse me, the Mike Tyson bundle for the from Peace on Earth, but we also have is that the bowl?
Oh, that's the bowl.
That's the bowl. Okay, so
Yeah.
that's in with the Mike Tyson package.
Yes,
there it is. Okay,
so great.
Next one will be Heldberg Meadworks.
Yes,
they are one of the sponsors of the show. We definitely appreciate them for sure. Good friends of the show. Been so for quite some time now. Peter and Jess and all the folks up there. Great bunch of people.
Great.
Esperance location. The vibe is unreal. Go check them out. They're up in Esperance. They also have a location in Troy. Check them out for sure. So this is a Helderberg bundle. It looks like we got a hoodie and a hat.
Yep.
I mean, thanks Helderberg for donating that. Definitely appreciate that for sure. It's going to be somebody's going to be nice and toasty warm with that one for sure.
Oh yeah.
We'll go back to the shoes. This one, I remember this day very well. The In This Moment shoe.
Yep.
Now we already sold the we had an electric guitar that made us some pretty good money.
Yes.
For the Precious Souls. This is a In This Moment shoe signed by the full band, correct?
Yes.
Nope. That will be another one. The next one is from Ginger. I always want to say Jinger with the
and
I don't know why.
I get it, man.
I don't know why, because there's no G in it. I'm just stupid or something. I don't know what the fuck's wrong with me.
Well,
but this one's signed by Ginger. Another full band signature, correct?
Yeah, there's autographs on the other side. I just had to pick a side.
This one right here. Now, if you've ever had the chance to meet this dude, this is one of the most interesting fucking men in the world. He appears to be just batshit crazy, but he's one of the best fucking solid, the godfather of fucking hardcore himself, Vinny Stigma. All right?
Absolutely.
And I'll give you my Vinny Stigma story. I absolutely love telling this. I will tell this story 1,000 fucking times if I can. But let's talk about the book first. So
it's that's autographed.
Yep. And I would imagine you got that from the man himself.
Actually, that's another what am I trying to say? Another package, if you will, from Peace on Earth and Ryan.
Really? No shit. Wow.
That's how killer that dude is.
That's crazy, man. Ryan's
he's
so
like
fucking awesome.
Oh my God. He's like, this is gonna go to better use if you can get a donation for it. So
wow. Fucking dude, Ryan, you're fucking solid, man.
Oh my God. Like I said, I feel indebted, and I am indebted to everybody that's just helping out, making this happen. And again, Vinny Stigma is the most interesting man. You read that book, man. I'm telling you.
But sit down and talk with the fucking guy.
Sit down and talk with him, and
if you can follow what he's saying, because he'll start a story, start another story, go back to the second one, back to the third, back to the first, but you will get all three stories just in pieces.
Yeah.
And he'll also answer people's questions that are talking to him around him.
Yeah.
Like his mind is always moving. He's a fucking he's a maniac, but he's brilliant.
Another maniac, but a sweetheart, just 100%,
100%. So first music awards, I have these guitars, but I believe it's this one. That was from the first one. The lower one is from the second music awards, but we have all the presenters sign the guitars in the back, right? So I make a list of people, they sign the guitar, then they print their name, so I know exactly who signed it. So in case one day Precious Souls gets one of these, we know exactly who signed it.
Yes.
And so I had everybody except Stigma. And I was sitting there with my son, and it was towards the end of the night. We were getting short on time. And sure enough, he comes walking through, right? And I go, Vinny, is there any way you can sign this for me? I'm like, it's everybody that presented signed this, right? So he looks at me like almost like a glaring look. It was weird, right? He looks at me. He looks at the guitar. He like snatches it out of my hand, right? And I'm like, oh, I think I pissed him off, right? And he takes it. He looks at it. He flips it over because everybody signed the front except Vinny Stigma because he's Vinny fucking Stigma.
MO.
Come on. He signs the back of it. He's the only one that signed on the other side. It says, Stigma. It's fucking awesome. He puts the cap back on the marker, hands me the guitar, and he looks right at me and he goes, Stigma. And he smiles and walks away. That was it.
That's him,
fucking
man.
Awesome.
He loves life. He loves living.
Until the fucking day I die, dude.
Yeah.
And my kid, it was funny because he was just like, wow, I thought he was mad. I'm like, I did too. He's like, he's pretty cool. I'm like, dude, that's a Godfather fucking hardcore.
Absolutely.
Like, oh, really? Yeah, it was cool. It was real cool. Nope.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll tell that story till the day I die, dude. I fucking love it. Absolutely love it. All right, now we're getting into some of the heavy hitters here. All right.
Yep.
This one is big.
Pantera, baby.
All right. This is not Dimebag Vinny Pantera.
Unfortunately.
This is the touring members of Pantera now. For the tribute. I'll say that loud and proud. This was signed by all four, which you tell the story because it's tough to get Phil to sign stuff.
Yeah, so it is tough to get Phil to sign stuff. He's one of those old school dudes that realizes that 90% of everything signed gets on eBay and whatnot. So, it's hard to get him to sign some stuff. But when this was presented to him that, hey, Phil, this is Precious Souls, this is a nonprofit for abused children, his wife stopped him and said, oh, you're signing this. There was and he was like, absolutely. He was all about it, but he didn't even have a chance to respond. His wife was like, you're signing this. He was like, oh, absolutely. So
get your pen out, sir. Yeah, exactly.
Get your pen out. I think Charlie Benante did some artwork there on the front.
He did the Cowboys from Hell logo on the front and the Pantera logo on the side.
Pantera, yeah. Yep. And there's the other signatures on the other side. I mean, what a great shoe! What a great shoe!
Oh my God, 100%. And that's that's one that shouldn't be on eBay. I mean, that should be in on yourself. That's a centerpiece for a lot of people.
Yes, and
that's like the piece of resistance collection. Yeah.
As you can see, the box. They all come with their own box with that. It's got a little label on there, so if you do buy it, it comes with that.
The next one is a sneaker signed by Nonpoint.
Yep, some other old dear friends of mine. Yeah, I got a lot of good stories with Nonpoint. We used to live near each other in Florida, in Fort Lauderdale, and just again, sweethearts. They'll do anything for kids. As a matter of fact, every band, as soon as I say, and I'm one of those. I'm a musician. I understand sometimes you're tired, you're not feeling well. So I hate kind of getting up in people's grill and asking them to sign. But as soon as they hear it's for kids, they're like, whatever you need. So
now this next one, I mean, you guys can try. Biohazard.
Oh, I have to make the label tomorrow for this, but this is all original Biohazard members sign the shoe.
There it is, right there. I mean,
that's the baby.
Yeah, that's gonna look great in the studio.
Yep.
Just saying, that's gonna look great in the studio. When I say bring cash, all right, I'm saying bring some cash because that is coming to play. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's it's for a good cause, and B, I don't like to fucking lose. So.
And you know what, Fuzz? I'm sorry. I wish I had one of the green sneakers, and I wish that was signed. I know.
Now you're just talking fucking dirty. Now, speaking of green, speaking to the studio, this would look good in there too. But I'm not sure if I'm not sure if I'm gonna. This one's probably gonna go for some pretty big bucks. All right. And this is the last one we're gonna preview for now. Again, we have a lot of local band donations. Out of My Head was great. I have that here. I do not have a picture of the Plush guitar, but there is a guitar that's signed by all 4 members of Plush. That will be going on the auction block as well.
Yep.
But this one, I think this is probably the feature of the show. This is an acoustic guitar. Not only is it signed by all the members of Shadows Fall, but if you look in the upper left-hand corner of the body of the guitar, that says, and has been witnessed by several people that he signed it that night, was signed by none other than Dimebag Darrell.
That's Dimebag Darrell. And that's one of the last things that he signed before his death. I was just
going to say, tell the story about this.
Yeah, so this was 3 nights before he was tragically murdered. Damage Plan played at that was called Northern Lights at that time.
Correct.
They were on their way back to Texas, and they booked a few extra shows because it was close to Christmas, and the other guys didn't have Pantera money. So this is Dimebag telling me this, so they wanted to make sure everybody had some extra Christmas money, so they booked some shows on the way home. He signed that guitar. We sat there. There was probably 20 to 30 max 30. I mean, maybe 20 of us. And he played acoustic all night, and we sang, Skid Row, Led Zeppelin, Pink Floyd. Oh my God. We were doing Shots of Crown. It was the most amazing night. He signed that.
Wait, Dimebag drank? I didn't know that.
Surprisingly, yeah, man. I don't think many people knew that, but yeah.
Now, did you get hit with a black tooth grin?
Oh yeah.
Did you? Yeah.
Yeah. As a matter of fact, the cell phone that I had at that time, I got the cell phone a day or two before, and the ringtone on it was whatever it came with. So my phone rang while we were there. Dimebag hears the ringer, and he goes, I go, I didn't download that. That's what came with the phone. And he's like, give me that. He goes, what's your provider? We go through all this, blah, blah, blah. Well, he downloaded Walk. He downloaded Walk for my ringtone. And I kept that. I have that phone somewhere. It's, it's 2004. So anyway, the other part of that story, what I realized is Shadows Fall signed that in 2007. So they signed that years after Dimebag was killed. And I think what happened was Kip, who was the old owner of Northern Lights, he wanted to have all the bands that came through sign like all these guitars and have them on the wall behind the bar. So that's what happened here.
Mm-hmm.
And again, we can check with Bittner on this to see exactly how they came about signing that guitar. But nonetheless, Dimebag signed that guitar, one of the last things he signed. And I am putting that up depressingly, but again, thankfully, putting that up as part of the auctions that we're going to do.
And that one's going to have like a reserve price on it, guys. That's not going to go for cheap. Unfortunately, it's not that we're trying to, it's not a money grab, but that is,
no.
I mean, that's there's value to that. And
just the history is just
the history itself. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Yeah.
So that's some of the stuff, my friend. Listen, I am excited about Saturday. Everything's ready to go.
I'm so excited.
The setup's been tested and approved. We hook up to the Wi-Fi and we fucking go, man. And it's not just going to be auctions. There's going to be giveaways there. Who knows? Maybe we'll order a bunch of fucking pizza. We'll do something. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We'll do something.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah. I'm just going to spend Vegas's money on him. He's got no say in it.
No, but we did that.
He has no say in it, but Felicia will override both of us. She is the boss. So
this is true. This is true.
But yeah, I mean, we'll figure something out.
Yeah, we'll
I
have some
believe
food. We'll have some bites.
there's going to be a register open, so you can partake in one of your favorite beverages while you're there, or two,
Oh,
whatever the case may be. I believe so. Anyways, don't 100% quote me on that, but I believe that there will be a bar open.
yeah,
I
there's
think.
a possibility, and that's great. Come down,
Yep,
have a beverage,
absolutely.
get some merch. Oh,
Hang out, man. Listen, this is going to be the coolest time to just come fucking
yes,
hang. And
yes.
even if you don't purchase anything, maybe
Yeah,
you
you don't
donate a
have to.
couple bucks, maybe you don't, come down and just hang the fuck out. We're gonna
Absolutely.
be doing this, what we're doing right now, there with
Yes,
a ton of people, and it's gonna be a lot of fun. And I think that's the main thing. You said it before. Success is fun. To be
exactly.
successful, it has to be fun. And
Uh-huh.
it's going to be a success because we're going to have fun. All right. Anything
Exactly.
over and above that is a huge bonus. We appreciate every dime and dollar that comes in. It's going to a great cause, but we're doing this. We're doing this for the kids. It's a
Yep.
great fucking cause. You guys are going to be helping out a lot. And again, if any local businesses or bands that
Bands.
have merch packages that they would like to donate, we definitely would appreciate it. We will auction it off that day.
Most grateful.
Um, you don't need to get it to us right now. You can walk in with it that day. Come
Yes.
in, sit down on the stream. We'll give you guys a huge plug. We'll talk about your business or band, and then we'll auction off your stuff. You guys can
Yes.
watch it go like that. We will have
I
somebody
also
that's
Oh,
good.
go ahead. I cut you
We'll,
off.
we'll have somebody that's going to be monitoring the chat, so people there can bid on stuff and online. So while the
100%.
stream's going, you guys can also bid on it.
Yep.
So even if you can't make it down there, at least sign into the stream, check it out, and you guys can also bid on that. We can make
Yes.
arrangements to meet up and get stuff to you.
That's what I was going to say. We did this last year.
Yep.
If somebody bid on it and won and they weren't there, I either shipped it to them or I delivered it in person. I have no problem doing that again. So you don't have to be there in person, but if you do find something that you want, I will ship it to you. I will meet you in person. Um, I also have Precious Souls shirts that are that purple rain logo on black
Yep.
or gray. I have those available they'll be there at Empire.
You
Oh
guys can
wait, I
see the
don't.
logo on the
Oh yeah, the
bottom left
bottom.
there.
Yeah,
Yep.
bottom left. Yep, those will be 25, and all proceeds go to the nonprofit. And
Save me a small, will you? I'm gonna squeeze into it while we're streaming.
oh, I'd love to see that.
Oh
I'd
yeah.
love to see it.
It probably wouldn't even cover my left hit.
Please. Fuzz, is there one thing you could do before we split? Could you
Dude, I can do
possibly
whatever the fuck you want, man.
well, could you pull up the flyer for the Bowery? Do you know where that is?
I'll find it.
It's
100%.
Yeah, it's on my page. It's on Faded Lines page, I think. I just want to be able to give all those bands a huge plug, and this is a well, we'll wait till he gets the.
It's gonna
I
take me a
I
couple of seconds, so you might as well keep
Oh, okay.
talking.
Well, I didn't want to start messing with my phone, and the next thing you know, I'm hanging up on you. So, but
Yeah, don't do that.
this Sunday show at the Bowery Electric in the city is a matinee show. It's a free show. Um, we've got 5 bands, I believe, and that's going to be another great time. If anybody's either down in the city or is going to be in the city or wants to come, here we go. There it is. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, that's
Now, how'd you guys get on this bill? How'd that come about?
Drew Stone put us on here, and
Okay.
he's the man. Love Drew.
Absolutely, 100%. Shout out again, Drew. Yep, absolutely.
Yeah. And every band on this bill is just smoking. So great.
Now it's a free all ages show too. Bowery Electric,
Yep.
New York City, 327 Bowery. Great club. Great club.
Oh yeah. My daughter, my son, his girlfriend, my wife, everyone's coming. So, it's gonna be a good time.
It's gonna be a great time.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So yeah, if you get a chance to get down to the city Sunday, hey, free show. Hello.
Please do.
Drive to Poughkeepsie, take the fucking train in.
Oh
Come
yeah,
on.
that's another easy peasy.
Easy way to go. You know what the best part
Yes.
about that is, dude?
What?
I'm a railroad employee. Well, I was a railroad employee, but I'm
Oh yeah,
technically
yeah.
still am. So I just show them my ID. I ride the train for free. Thank you.
Oh, really?
Hell yeah,
Damn.
baby. Yep.
That's
Absolutely.
Oh, I love it.
Yep. Nice little perk.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, that's how I
Damn.
do the city, man. I drive down to Poughkeepsie, show my ID, jump on a train.
Wow.
Usually it's me and the kiddo,
Yes. That's a great perk.
We do lunch at the Hard Rock usually.
Oh, nice.
Grab a slice of pizza for a snack,
Yeah,
John's
man.
on Bleecker. Shout out. Great place.
Oh, great place.
Oh, such a good spot.
Ugh.
There's
Yeah,
so
we're
many
actually
down there, dude. Oh my God, there's so many good ones down there.
Oh yeah. If you're a foodie, New York City is fantastic, man.
You know what's weird, dude? I went down there one time and I was just walking. I smelled barbecue. And I looked over and I was like, no, it's not a street vendor for sure. I look over and there's this giant fucking 2-floor, like there was a downstairs and an upstairs, and it was this barbecue place. I'm like, oh shit, I gotta check this out. You
Yeah.
go in there and it's like you buy stuff by like the pound. You buy it by weight.
Oh.
So you're like, yeah, give me like a half pound of brisket, a quarter pound of pulled pork, and they put it on butcher paper and put it on a tray for you, and away you go.
Nice.
They got, cornbread and mac and cheese and all the whole 9 yards, dude. Baked beans, everything. It's amazing. And it's right
Barbecue,
in
man.
New York City.
Oh,
Like, Jesus Christ, man.
Yeah. You're always finding spots you're like, I never saw this before. What?
And I went somewhere and had a $340 fucking steak too.
Jesus.
Yeah.
I hope it was a tomahawk.
No, dude, it wasn't worth. It was wonderful. It was really good, but it wasn't worth the money for sure.
Oh yeah, I mean,
well, what are you gonna do? What's up, Sick? Good to see you, man.
Yo.
All right, my man. So yeah, listen, we're gonna do this damn thing again. It's gonna be a shitload of fun.
Can't wait.
I'm excited, dude. It's unfortunate that these things are only once a year because they are a lot of fun.
They are a lot of fun, and we'll have other stuff coming up that are where it'll be maybe every 6 months we'll have something.
Yeah, we'll do something. Absolutely. These are the granddaddies. These are the big ones.
Yes. Yep.
All right, man. Listen, I should probably let you go. I know you got stuff to do, and I'm starting to lose my voice, so I think it's time.
It's time, bro.
We will see everybody Saturday. Please, guys, get out there. If you can't get out there, check out the stream. You guys will be able to bid on items on the stream live while we're doing it. It's gonna be awesome.
Yeah, we'll have a QR code just for donate. If anyone wants to donate, we'll have that. Yep. So
if you want to donate, you can click the QR code. And even if you can't, listen, I know times are tough for people.
Yes, we understand.
Donate, a simple share of the pages.
Please, that's it.
They help a lot too, man. Mm-hmm. Every little bit helps for sure. So
100%.
Vegas, my brother. As always, it's been a pleasure. I can't wait to see you Saturday. It's gonna be a hell of a lot of fun.
We're gonna have a blast, bro.
Yeah, dude, it's gonna be a great time. We get to sit for 5 hours and chat with people and raise hopefully a lot of money for a really good cause.
Yeah, absolutely.
And dude, on a personal note, thank you for allowing me to be involved in this. It's a pleasure to work side by side with you.
Thank you for all you do, brother. Absolutely.
100%, man. You know what? Anything I can do. For
awesome.
Sure. All right, brother. Go get some snooze, and we'll see you Saturday.
Love you, bro. I'll talk to you this Saturday.
I love you too, man. Ladies and gentlemen, Vegas Nacy.
Bye, everyone. Peace.
Well, you heard it, guys. Get down to Empire Live Saturday, noon to 5. We're going to be doing that Precious Souls thing. A lot of cool stuff. We went through it all. You guys saw it. I'm whooped, man. It's been a day. It's been a show. 2 hours and 7 minutes. We didn't even get to do You Posted It tonight. But you know what? We saved them in the freaking, they're in the magazine. You know what I'm saying? Clip, as most people say, which annoys me. They're in the magazine. They're locked and loaded. We can save them for next week for sure. We'll do them Wednesday after the live interview with 25 to Life and Brick by Brick. We'll do them. We'll do the You Posted It next week. All right, we'll get them on Wednesday. Don't forget, Wednesday evening is next week's show. We're going to do Wednesday next week, then back to Thursdays for the foreseeable future. All right. So I think that's it. Thank you to all of our supporters. Of course, Yin Yang Festival, Peace on Earth. Make sure you guys check that out Sunday. Going out of business sale, everything 20 to 50% off. Sunday is their last day being open, so go spend all the monies over there, okay? After you spend it at Precious Souls, of course. You know what I'm saying? Wavy's going to be providing music, free pizza at 2 p.m., giveaways. You can register to win concert tickets, gift cards, and a whole bunch more. 420 toasts. That'll be interesting for sure. So check it out. Crossroads. Thank you to Crossroads American Grill, WABY, and of course us here at that Fuzzing Rock Show. Appreciate you guys adding me to the roster for sure. Don't forget to get your tickets for the Harley Rendezvous Classic. That's coming up this year, June 26th through June 29th, 2025. For more information and tickets, you can call 518-861-5659 or 518. Sorry, I can't see that. I'm blind. I'm still blind. Come on, go away. 518-864-5 something 16. I can't see it, son of a bitch. 5916. That's it. 518-864-5916. All right. Or you can go to www.harleyrendezvous.com for your ticket needs. What? You're almost done with it already? No shit. Jess, you're awesome. You are absolutely awesome. That's so cool. Thank you. Thank you for that. That's great. That's absolutely great. Squiddy, what's up, Brian? Boodog, what's up, brother? Yeah, all's well, man. All is well. We'll talk. We'll talk soon. RelaxedDadDesigns.com, guys. Go check them out as well. Friends of the show. Appreciate them as well. Bunch of them. You guys know the deal. Our friends at the King's Inn, EmpireLiveAlbany.com. And, of course, our friends at WABY, 93.9 on your FM dial. Or download the app. All right. I'll babble forever if I don't get the fuck out of here. You know that. So how are we leaving you this week? Maybe we just get straight to the point. I mean, do you care?
I'm sorry, sweetie. Honey Badger doesn't give a shit.
And neither do I. We'll see you guys Wednesday. Don't forget to tune in.
What are you people? On dope?